What is youth? The French philosopher Roger Garrity suggests that while most people believe that we are born young and we age and die, in reality, acquiring youth in the deepest sense is a very long and challenging process. The youth of which he speaks is the spiritual strength not to stagnate or grow resistant to change, but to stay ever open to new possibilities. It is the power of the spirit that refuses to succumb to complacency and strive to move forward. Your need for acceptance can make you invisible in this world. Like many of you, I was concerned about going into the world and doing something bigger than myself, until someone smarter than myself made me realize that there is nothing bigger than myself. Do not let anything stand in your way of the light that shines through the form of your body. Risk being seen in all of your glory. This is our moment. Our eyes are not viewers, they are also projectors. They are running a second story over the picture that we see in front of us all the time. Fear is writing that script, and the working title is I Will Never Be Enough. You spend your whole life worrying about the pathway to the future, but all there ever will be is now, the present, and what is happening here, and the decisions we make in the moment, which are based on two things: love or fear. So many of us choose our path out of the fear disguised as practicality. What we really want seems out of our reach and ridiculous to expect, and we never dare to ask the universe for it. I am the proof. We are the proof that we can ask the universe for it. You are the average of the 5 people you spend most of your time with. From the first day I walked through the city council doors, I didn't see my fellow prospective councillors as competition. I saw them as people who had the same drive, who had the same passion and vision I had to make a difference in society. Our relationship with each other was simple. Meet every Friday afternoon, speak your mind, get tortured by the junior alderman, at least say something in every meeting to be remembered, and leave. That's all it was. However, this tide was turned with the initiation of a simple WhatsApp group. As we started spending more time together, we managed to create bonds and form relationships that were out of this world. And thus, the more time we spent together, the more we positively rubbed off on each other and assumed one collective identity that you now call the Harare City Junior Council 2018 to 2019. There's a certain quote by Buddha, tying in neatly with the ethos of the Harare City Junior Council, which reads, "Thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of that candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared." The more entwined I got with Junior Council affairs, the more I got to appreciate the work we do. The Million Pads campaign is an initiative started by our noble predecessors over the years of the Harare City Junior Council family, who strive to put 1 million smiles on 1 million girls' faces. Research was done, and a high number of girls in rural and high-density areas lacked the means, be it financial or otherwise, to attain sanitary wear for their monthly natural process. As Africans who believe in the spirit of Ubuntu, I am because you are. Our brothers and sisters had to do something, anything, in their power to change what had become an unfortunate and unfair reality. A couple of years later, here we are, treading in our brothers and sisters' footsteps, making sure that the target of 1 million pads is reached. We believe, and I speak for all of my councillors present here, that just because no one has ever done it before does not mean it is impossible, and sometimes the right path is not always the easiest one. For those of you present who do not really know me, my name is Waheed. I was born with disability. I did not grow up under a single religion, and I have a mixed race background. I was considered mentally retarded for most of my life. Like many of you here tonight, I grew up in what I would call survival mode. When you're in survival mode for most of your life, through the day, you want to get through the day in one piece. And when you're in that mode at 5, at 10, at 15, there isn't a lot of space for words like community, words like us and we. There's only space for I and me. The first time I tried to kill myself, I was 15. I went until my grandmother left the house and I was all alone, and I saw a bottle of tablets. I took all of them. I don't remember what happened over the next few days, but I'm pretty sure come Monday morning, I was in the car, back to school, pretending everything was all right. When someone asked me if it was a cry for help, I said no. I told no one. You only cry for help when you believe there is help to cry for. With these sentiments, I give you my sole reason for joining the Harare City Junior Council, speaking my truth and integrating my small story into a much larger and more important one. I thought, let me be to someone what no one was to me. Let me send a message to the person, maybe in these very chambers, maybe at a school, maybe somewhere deep inside, a person who's being targeted at home, that someone is watching, someone is listening, and someone is caring, that there is an us, there is a we, and that a child or a teenager is loved, and that they are not alone. As unrealistic as this may seem, I stand up on my desk sometimes just to remind myself that we must constantly look at things in a different way. We are in a world full of variables, and even if those variables do not affect you, they can affect the people around you. Be aware of that. Maya Angelou once said, life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moment that take our breath away. Fellow honorable councillors, today is that day for us. Cherish it, and let it not be your last. My fellow junior councillors, my pride, my joy, my brothers, my sisters, my family. I would like to share with you some words of wisdom a very smart person once told me. No matter how dedicated you are, there's always someone on the inside who is more dedicated than you. With all the leadership, responsibility, and work that comes with being a junior counselor, you need to be committed. What is commitment? Commitment is staying true to what you said you were going to do, even though there are times that will come which will stop you from it. Meaning when those times come, you keep on doing what you set out to do. That's what commitment is, and that is what builds character. The concept, I need you to understand the concept that there is a person on the inside of you, because one day in your counsel career, and possibly one day in your future, you will face something a lot tougher than you. And your strength and your drive and your commitment and your work ethic and your passion will not be enough. You have to realize that the beautiful voice inside is greater than anything life can throw at you. A problem we have, especially after working as an uninaugurated council for a few couple of months, is the issue of resources. The beauty progressive realization has given me is that we have to make do in order to move forward. The junior council before us won the prestigious Best Junior Council in Zimbabwe award. And we have to do something even greater than them in order to keep that award. There are only 7 colors of the rainbow. But look what Michelangelo did with those 7 colors. There are only 7 musical notes. But look at what Beethoven did with those musical notes. What we have, and we have to make do. I humbly thank you for gracing our ceremony and pray that on the journey that lies ahead of us, you will walk with us hand in hand. I thank you.